Listen carefully. From February 21 to 28, there's a spiritual window where unseen forces are at their strongest. Many are walking around carrying curses they don't even know exist, affecting their health, relationships, and destiny. But I'm about to give you one word. Yes, just one word that can break every curse, every hex, and every spell targeting your life. Say it correctly, and your spiritual chains will shatter. Don't blink, don't hesitate. Your freedom depends on this. Listen closely, because this is the first and most critical truth you must understand. There are certain periods in time when spiritual forces are unusually active, when the unseen energies around us move like currents beneath the surface of our lives. From February 21 to 28, those currents are at their strongest, and for many people, this is a time when curses, hexes, and negative spiritual imprints that have been hidden for months or even years begin to manifest openly. These are not coincidences. This is the natural order of spiritual energy. The universe has its rhythms, and darkness knows these rhythms too. If you are unaware of them, you can easily become a target without even knowing it. Many people spend their lives feeling stuck, feeling blocked, feeling like no matter what they do, misfortune follows them. What they don't realize is that some of these obstacles are not random. They are spiritual chains placed intentionally to keep them from moving forward. But here is the first truth you must grasp. Timing is power. Knowing when these energies are at their strongest is your first weapon. If you act without understanding timing, your efforts to break a curse or protect yourself may fall short. But if you move in alignment with these spiritual windows, you amplify your power exponentially. From February 21 to 28, the spiritual currents are such that curses that have been hidden in the shadows suddenly find their way to the surface. These days are a convergence of energy that can either destroy you or, if used wisely, set you free. Many people fail to act during these critical moments. They underestimate the significance of timing, thinking they can wait for any day to confront what is binding them. But spiritual forces respond to precision. A curse ignored during its peak period strengthens. A curse confronted with the right word, at the right time, and with the right focus begins to unravel immediately. This is why awareness is your first shield. You must be alert, attentive, and intentional. Pay attention to patterns that feel off, sudden obstacles that appear without reason, relationships that turn sour for no apparent cause. These are signals that spiritual currents are moving around you and that negative energies may be attempting to anchor themselves in your life. The moment you understand that February 21st to 28 is not ordinary time, you begin to take control. You align yourself with the spiritual rhythm instead of fighting blindly against it. This alignment creates a natural flow of protection around you. Remember this, the universe does not work against you if you are aware of its currents, but it will allow darkness to flow unchecked if you remain ignorant. This is not superstition, it is the natural law of energy. If you honor the timing, if you step forward with knowledge, the chains that have held you in place can be broken, the hidden curses can be exposed, and the path to freedom begins. This week is not just another week on the calendar, it is a doorway. Step through it with awareness, and the power to reclaim your life is already within your reach. Many people go through life completely unaware of the hidden forces working against them. You may feel it in subtle ways. A relationship that keeps failing, money that never seems to grow, a sense of heaviness that never leaves your spirit, but you dismiss it as bad luck or coincidence. I'm telling you now, these are not coincidences. There are forces at work that are invisible to the naked eye, energies sent with intent to hold you back, to limit your potential, and to keep you from walking in the life you were meant to live. The first step in breaking free is learning how to identify these attacks. Witchcraft, curses, and negative spiritual influence often hide in plain sight. They don't always come with obvious signs. Sometimes it's subtle, a nagging fear you can't explain, a pattern of failure that repeats no matter how hard you try, a sudden illness, or arguments that erupt without reason. These are signals that the energy around you has been disrupted, that something unseen is trying to anchor itself into your life. And when a curse or hex is hidden, it feeds quietly, growing stronger with every day that you remain unaware. The problem is that most people never learn to see the signs until it is too late. You must begin to sharpen your spiritual senses. Pay attention to the things that feel off, even if they seem small. Notice the relationships that drain you rather than uplift you, the financial struggles that appear without clear explanation, the recurring emotional or physical challenges that never seem to resolve. These are not random. They are whispers from the spiritual realm, signaling the presence of forces acting against you. Once you learn to recognize these signs, you gain the clarity needed to confront them directly. Understanding the nature of these hidden attacks also changes your perspective. You realize that it is not your fault and you are not powerless. Everything you see manifesting in your life has a root cause, and once the root is exposed, it can be removed. This is why identifying witchcraft is so crucial. If you attempt to fight without knowing the source, you're only addressing the surface. The disease remains in the roots and the cycle continues. But when you see it clearly, you can take action with confidence, knowing that your steps will hit the core of the problem. The awareness you develop becomes your shield. It allows you to walk through your life with vigilance and strength, no longer blind to the unseen forces that attempt to control your path. Once you know what to look for, you stop being a passive target. You begin to reclaim your space, your energy, and your destiny. Every moment of recognition is a step toward liberation. Every observation a chance to turn the tide in your favor. Do not ignore the signs any longer. They are your guide, your warning, and your opportunity to act before the darkness gains more ground. Now listen carefully, because this is the moment where everything changes. You have identified the hidden attacks, you have understood the timing, and now you are ready for the most powerful tool you will ever hold in your hands. It is simple, it is direct, and it is unlike anything you have ever tried before. There is one word, just one, that holds the power to break every curse, every hex, every spiritual chain that has been placed upon your life. It is not complicated. It is not a ritual or a spell, but it carries authority so strong that darkness cannot withstand it. Most people spend years searching for ways to remove these attacks. They try prayers, rituals, crystals, and countless methods that may give temporary relief, but the true power always comes back to one thing: authority. When you speak this word with awareness and faith, you are not asking for help. You are commanding the spiritual forces around you. You are telling them that their control is over, that they have no hold over your life, your body, your mind, or your destiny. And when spoken correctly, the energy shifts immediately. The chains loosen, the walls crumble, and what was once heavy becomes light. This word works because it aligns with a force far greater than the negative energies you face. Darkness may try to resist, but light cannot be stopped when it speaks with certainty. You will feel it the moment you say it. A shift, subtle at first, and then undeniable. Obstacles that seemed permanent begin to fade. Confusion clears, heaviness lifts, and the sense of oppression that has followed you begins to dissipate. You are no longer passive. You are no longer controlled. You are active, awake, and protected. Many will fail because they do not understand the importance of intention. It is not just about saying the word. It is about believing it, feeling it, and fully commanding the change you want to see. Your mind, your heart, and your spirit must all align when you speak. Any doubt weakens the effect, but when you step into it fully, without hesitation, you become unstoppable. Every curse, no matter how old or hidden, cannot survive the authority you now wield. This is not a game, and it is not a suggestion. It is the ultimate tool for spiritual freedom, and it is available to you now. It is precise, it is effective, and it works immediately when you respect it. You do not need weeks of preparation, complicated rituals, or external tools. All that is required is your focus, your faith, and the courage to declare it. Darkness recoils at certainty, and power obeys clarity. This is the word that changes everything. The word that destroys what has been quietly destroying you. Speak it, feel it, and watch the chains fall away. Now that you understand the power of the word, it is not enough to simply know it exists. Many people fail at this crucial step because they do not speak it correctly, and when that happens, the energy cannot reach the curse. Saying the word is like aiming an arrow. If your aim is off, it misses the target completely. The effectiveness of this word depends on three things: clarity, intention, and focus. Each part must be aligned, or the forces you are trying to break will resist. First, clarity. The word must be pronounced with precision. It is not a chant. It is not something whispered without thought. It is a declaration. When you speak it clearly, every syllable carries energy. Every vibration resonates with power, and the unseen forces have no choice but to respond. Slurring it, hesitating, or muttering under your breath will weaken its effect. You must speak it as if you are declaring war on everything that has bound you and as if the universe itself is listening. Second, intention. You cannot speak it as a formality, as a routine, or as something you are unsure of. Your intention must be absolute. You must believe that what you are saying will happen, because the energy behind your belief is what pierces through the darkness. Every curse, every hex, every hidden attack responds to the force of your intention. If you doubt it, the darkness senses your hesitation and holds its ground. But when your heart is unwavering, the curse cannot withstand the certainty you bring. Third, focus. Your mind, your heart, your spirit, every part of you must be present in that moment. Do not allow distraction. Do not let fear creep in. Close your eyes if it helps. Visualize the chains breaking, the weight lifting, the darkness retreating. Speak the word, and as you do, see the curse unravel in your mind. Your focus acts like a lens, directing the energy exactly where it needs to go. Without it, the word may lose its power. With it, you become unstoppable. This is why timing and preparation matter. Do not rush this. Stand firm, breathe deeply, center yourself, and commit fully. The word will work only when you are ready to deliver it with authority, and when you do, the results are immediate. You will feel the shift, subtle at first, and then undeniable. The heaviness will lift, the invisible chains will loosen, and the energy around you will begin to clear. Remember, this is not a simple recitation, it is a declaration of freedom. Darkness fears certainty, and power answers clarity. When you speak the word correctly, with intention and focus, you are no longer just hoping for change. You are commanding it. This is the moment to align yourself fully, to take control of what has held you back, and to speak with the authority that cannot be ignored. Once you have spoken the word with clarity, intention, and focus, you must learn to recognize the signs that the curse or attack has been broken. This is critical because many people think nothing has happened simply because the change is not immediately obvious. Spiritual shifts are real, but they often begin subtly, in ways that the untrained eye may overlook. You must pay attention, be vigilant, and trust your senses. The universe communicates its response, and these signs are your confirmation that the chains have begun to fall. The first sign is a sense of lightness. You will feel it in your body, as if a weight that has been pressing on your shoulders for years has lifted. Your mind becomes clearer, your heart feels freer, and your energy begins to flow without obstruction. This is the first wave of liberation, the initial proof that the word has reached the forces that have been holding you down. Do not underestimate this subtle shift. It is real, and it is the beginning of transformation. Next, you may notice clarity in situations that were previously confusing or blocked. Problems that once seemed impossible to solve may now have solutions that come easily. Opportunities may appear where none existed before. This is not coincidence. When a curse is removed, the energy that was blocking your progress clears the path, and life begins to move in alignment with your true purpose. Your perception sharpens, and the veil that once obscured your path begins to lift. Relationships may also shift. Tensions that were constant may ease, arguments may dissipate, and connections that felt strained may now feel lighter and more harmonious. This is a sign that the negative energy influencing those around you has been disrupted. The energy you have released through the word affects not only you, but also the environment that has been touched by the curse. You are no longer carrying the invisible weight into your interactions, and others feel the shift as well. You may also experience physical or emotional changes. Sleep may come easier, anxiety may fade, and a sense of peace may begin to settle where fear once dominated. Your intuition becomes stronger, your spiritual senses more attuned. These are not small changes. They are indicators that the spiritual currents around you have realigned in your favor. Finally, you may notice unexpected protection. Situations that once felt dangerous or harmful may now pass without issue. Obstacles may dissolve as if removed by an unseen hand. These are unmistakable signs that the curse has lost its power and that your declaration has invoked a force greater than the attack itself. You must recognize these signs and honor them. They are proof that you are moving forward, proof that your life is no longer controlled by what was meant to bind you. Observe them, feel them, and allow them to reinforce your faith in your own power. This is how you know the chains are broken, and your freedom has begun. Breaking a curse is only the first step. Many people stop there, thinking that once the chains are gone, they are free forever. But the truth is, freedom must be maintained. Darkness is always seeking a way back in, always probing for weakness, always looking for a moment when you are unprepared. That is why prevention is just as important as breaking the curse itself. You cannot leave yourself exposed, because the moment you stop protecting your energy, the forces that attacked you before will try again. The first key to prevention is awareness. Continue to pay attention to your surroundings, to the people you allow close to your life, and to patterns that feel off. When you are aware, you are not a passive target. Darkness can only touch those who do not notice it. Every unusual thought, every sudden shift in energy, every unexpected obstacle is a signal to remain vigilant. Learn to recognize these signs early, and you can act before a situation grows into a full-blown attack. Awareness is your first line of defense, your natural shield, and the foundation of ongoing spiritual freedom. Next, develop consistent spiritual habits. Small daily practices may seem simple, but they are powerful. Protect your mind, protect your heart, and protect your energy every single day. This can be as simple as affirmations, prayers, or focusing your intention on shielding yourself from negativity. Each day that you commit to these practices, you build an invisible barrier that darkness cannot penetrate. These are not just rituals, they are declarations of strength, repeated continuously so that your life becomes a fortress of light. You must also maintain clarity of purpose. When your energy is scattered, when your intentions are weak, darkness finds a way in. Stay grounded in your goals, your vision, and your truth. Focus on the life you want to create and refuse to let distractions or negativity pull you away from it. Your energy is a force, and where your focus goes, energy flows. Protecting your focus is as important as protecting your spirit. Finally, remember that your environment matters. Surround yourself with energy that uplifts and supports you, and remove what drains you. This may include people, situations, or even physical spaces. Darkness can attach itself to what you allow into your life. By curating your environment, you reduce the opportunities for attack and create a sanctuary where your energy can grow strong and vibrant. Prevention is not passive, it is active. It requires discipline, consistency, and vigilance. But the reward is total freedom, the ability to move through life without the invisible chains of curses, hexes, or attacks holding you back. When you commit to protecting yourself, when you commit to daily practices, awareness, and clarity, you no longer need to fear the forces that once controlled your life. This is how you remain untouchable, how you maintain your freedom, and how you walk forward without fear every single day.